liquor store over here, it used to be they used to have arcade. They used to have a what is it? Yeah, like an arcade, not an arcade, but a video game. Street Fighter Alpha plus used to be right there. Like, you know, it's not an arcade. Yeah, an arcade game, but it was just like one of them. Right. So there's a lot of Asians used to go over there and used to play it. Right. I still to this day never saw that game come out. Street Fighter plus. And some of them you'll go and see Street Fighter plus, like it'll go crazy with the pluses. Right. But you'll get to do like some crazy stuff in that game that you would never get to do. It was just like a Street Fighter full of cheat codes, right? So that was cool. But look at, you see this right here, this strip? Let me come up in here. I don't want people over here tripping. All right. So, and just park, hop out over there. I don't want to try to offend nobody, you know. Dipping in their body on. I'm gonna show you this street and then I'm gonna tell the story. So, like I said, they was conflicting with some other hoods, so we was all the way by here, by this street. We walked out of this street and then we had to mob it all the way down past that bridge, right? And we did it around like, what, 4:30 in the morning. I don't know if it was summertime or like on a weekend, but we mobbed it, right? At 4:30 in the morning, you know what I'm saying? It was like a group of us. It was like 6 or 7 heads, right? They all looking at me thinking I'm recording them. So they city workers, they got all scared when I came around. Look at, check this out. So the Asian homies, they was beefing it with a couple of Asian hoods. I'm not gonna tell you what hoods, and I'm not gonna tell you what Asian homies I was rolling with. But, you know, sometimes as youngsters, we bust all-nighters, you know, stay up and kick it, you know. Sometimes some people are enhanced and some people are just natural on doing it. So we went, right. She got a little booty on her, huh? It's like a diaper booty though. Yeah, she got a booty though, but it's like a diaper booty. Let me get back to it. Like she got a diaper on, but look at. So we took off walk. You know, like I said, this hood, it was on a lot of people's radar. A lot of people didn't like them, right? They ain't like them. They ain't like they big homies. They ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't like them. So, let me go out the other way, right? So, let me check this out. So, this park is set up funky. Yeah, these are all city workers. Oh, fruit fly erection program. So look at, I should just park while I'm telling you this. Yeah. But I don't like to just be a sit and duck. That's why I keep moving. I like to keep moving when I be saying stuff. So, all right, so let me tell the story. So they was on the radar. A lot of innocent people was getting beat up, and some of them was getting killed. Some got killed. It's in the newspaper. Some got shot for these because they was searching for these dudes, right? Searching for this hood. They couldn't find them, but they looking everywhere. And you got to remember over here, it was like a hot spot. You know, Asian gangsters at this time was like real prevalent. They was real deep. They was rolling around everywhere. You know, and then a lot of Asian gangsters, they program at night too. You feel me? A lot of them operate at night. You know, they sleep all day and they operate at night. So, you know, they be doing what they do. So, on this occasion, we waited until it hit we wanted to leave at like 2, but we was like, nah, let's kick it until it died down. We don't want to be walking in the middle of the night. So we walking down this strip right here. Right, we waited, until it got like 4:30 and stuff. We took a shower and stuff at the homie house, and then we took off mobbing. This is 17th Street, this neighborhood to my left, right? But this street coming up right here, Bosa's back there. That's like a main street that take you to Little Saigon. And this right here, Westminster Boulevard, you know, a lot of Asians will come down this way to go to the pool halls and coffee shops and whatever they need to get to. And then also more Asians, they'll go to Garden Grove, and then they'll go back down to Westminster, you know, over there to the left. So even when we walk in, it was like, you know, we was slipping hard. We didn't have no heat or nothing. But we came out, started mobbing, you know, banged out. You know, some had white t-shirt on, but we was banged out. We had, you know, the Asians, they had a certain haircut at the time that, you know, that they was Asian gangsters. And then me being from black and Samoan hood, but, you know what I'm saying, Southeast Asian and black, and then growing up, seeing my brother bang and stuff, it's just, and then banging, and then different neighborhoods banging. My dress code at the time was like Chucks, Nike Cortez, and house shoes. That was my dress code, with Dickies, Levi's, you know, just banged out, right? And we was mobbing. We mobbed all down this street, 4:30 in the morning, right? And it took a minute. 4:30, 5, yeah, I think 4:30, 5 in the morning, we was mobbing it. We was mobbing 6, 7 deep, you know what I'm saying? Down to just mobbing like the warriors, like some straight soldiers, right? And we was just waiting for some enemies, some essays, some Asians, anybody to pull up. We was waiting for the police or anything. But, you know, we was just mobbing it, right? And for some reason, it took us a long time, even though we was like marching, you feel me? And that's the crazy part too. We was like just slipping, marching 6, 7 deep at night, a hood that everybody, like a lot of hoods is looking for. They killing and beating up the wrong people, looking for them. And we out in the open, me being their allies too, just mobbing with them. We mobbed all the way past this street, past the bridge, you know, past this street. I live way further down in Garden Grove, but we went to one of the homie spots right here in Garden Grove. That's how I wanted to point out, because it was funny to me that we mobbed, you know, we had to get to this street right here. Wait, not this street, but we had to get to this neighborhood. That was the goal, to march all the way to this neighborhood. And then we did it. We got up in here, right? You know, I'm gonna tell you this, certain side of towns, you deal with certain people. You know, when the more you come to Garden Grove, at that time, it was a thing called Bamboo Family. Bamboo Family was a group of Asians, different Asian hoods with Samoan hoods clicked up all as one. You know what I'm saying? You had them, and then you had like, everybody had their cliques. You know, it would be different gangs that would click up with each other, and you know what I'm saying, that would have their hood. There would be like a couple, they had their own individual hood, but they how they cliques. They'll click up with like 3 to 4 or 5 or more different gangs. You know what I'm saying? That was they group. You feel me? They group of allies, and then, you know, they was just hanging with each other. And when they get into it, they call each other, and then when they roll somewhere, they roll with each other, like in that number. So the clique that we was associated with, you know, then one clique wasn't feeling us, and then another, but they was like whatever with us, and there was another clique that was like, they ain't like us, you know. And then I think another clique that was like, it was a bunch of them, right? But I'm talking about cliques of gangs, and like that clique that's allies, and the fact that they allies, I calling them a clique because it's like they clicking up. You know what I'm saying? The different allied gangs is clicking up together. That's why I'm saying clique. But yeah, that was funny because we mobbed it and we didn't get touched. And the thing is, a lot of people got touched, and they wasn't even from that hood. They was just like, it shows you how they was looking for them. They could not find who they were. They didn't know the member. They just know they popped up and banged on you, and then they just like, you know what I'm saying, disappear. You know, and that's my style of banging. You know, just pop out of nowhere, you know, but put it down, and then, you know what I'm saying, still be low key or just mind your business, not be out in the open and be in the front. So that was a story I wanted to say, that, you know, we was out mobbing it. And there was a lot of other times we was out just mobbing it. And we be grouped up and nobody ran into us. You feel me? People knew I was affiliated with them, you know. So when they was like, when people would say something about them, they'll look at me and I'll have to stand up for them, right? You know what I'm saying? Or they'll say something, they'll give me the info. Like, I'm like, you know, I'm not really worried too much, you know. And then if somebody try this, I'll let people know, like, hey, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Those my homeboys, what's up? And then they be like, oh, that's your homies? Oh, you know, ain't nothing. You know, some of them like, oh, you know, I'm just saying, man, ain't no problem, no, but I'm just saying. It's like, then what you saying then? You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I spoke up for my G's, my homies. You know, that's the type of dude I was. That's the type of dude I am. You know, even though when I get into stuff, I'm always by myself. I'm going to keep driving around the city recording, but I just wanted to put that out, you know, so it has a little bit of conflict, a little bit of content. This area used to be a lot of Asian gangs around here. Now it's like, oh, let me bring it down to this point. Even though at that time period, it was a lot of gangs out there that was represented, the activities and the atmosphere was just like, it was just a lot of Asian gangs was prevalent. It was just a lot of gangs prevalent. But at that particular time, in this community, in Orange County, the Asian gang scene was real it was real present. It was dominant and it was active. You know, this is when people used to go to pool halls, coffee shops, you know, cyber cafes, used to do the whole nine, right? And I was amongst them. See, there's not that many people that could say that. I was amongst a lot of activities with a lot of different hoods, even up in LA. Due to where I was from and then my racial ethnicity, I was able to navigate because I was just a stand-up person. I was just a real dude, and I wanted to go where it was cracking, you know. I wasn't scared to go somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Like some people I know, they was like, oh, they didn't want to go over here, want to go over there. Like, you know, I don't know, you know, it's just how the way I am, how the way I was raised. People I know, that's how we were. If we wanted to go somewhere, we just go there, you know. And I tell you right now, a lot of LA dudes are not like that. They stay in their hood. That's where they can feel comfortable, feel safe. That's why they don't like to venture out. And when they do venture out, they always navigate right back to their turf. You know, that's why I did notice. Orange County dudes, I would say they like that, but I can't say they like that. I could say Asian dudes are not like that. And some of the Mexicans are not like that because a lot of them venture off to different counties like San Bernardino, Riverside, and out of state. That's something I do know. They are not scared to get up and just go out of state. It's all about surviving, buying a house, or, you know, living what they could afford. And if they want something you can't afford it, you make a certain amount of money, you go to a place where you can't afford it. So that is good economic strategy or mentality that a lot of people need to adopt. But thing is this, even though that was the scene back then, a lot of people got beat up, a lot of lives got lost, a lot of people spending life in prison. Look at it today. All that seems to be like it was nothing, because look at it today. It's like it's no Asian gangsters around now. It's like I'm probably, even though I don't bang, I'm a single dad. I take care of my kids, and you know, and that's it. I don't hang with homies. I don't got homies around no more. You know, some fell out from being homies, but it's just me now. It seems like I'm the last Asian gangster around here. One of them, it probably just a little handful. At my kids' school, I see one little Asian gangster, and I think he runs with with Asian boys. Cause I saw some other little youngsters run up to him, but my kids in junior high, and I saw some other little youngsters run with him, and came to the school for him, and they looked like they was cripping, and they had on A hats, but it was just two of them. And I know the kid keep looking at me like he keeps looking at me like he knows I'm an OG. You know what I'm saying? I could tell like he's trying to like get my attention, right? And sometimes I feel like calling him over, hey, cuz, come here, right? But I'm not, I don't know, man. I'm on this right now. I just want to tell people that even though at the time and at that time and in that era, that's what it was. Just, it shows you that the world keeps changing. You know what I'm saying? Times keep changing. What you think is in right now or what's part of your life right now, it could just change in a moment. Your life could be taken. Your freedom could be taken. And then some people just change out the way they are. I didn't like the fact that somebody would go and put harm or take somebody's life or put in work, and then when you get caught up or soon after, then you want to change your life. It's like, then why you even take their life? If you knew you was about to do that, you should have just changed and then not did nothing to them, I want to show you this too. I'm going to get out and park right here. All right, that's, what I'm saying? That kind of bugs me because a lot of Asian gangsters do that. They go and represent and then put in work, and then at a drop of a hat, when people get caught up, then they want to change their life. Or some people, they go and kill somebody, and then they go to jail, and then all of a sudden they Christian or Muslim or whatever. It's like, fool, you should have did that before you even took the person's life. You stupid nigga, stupid mother, you know what I'm saying? Stupid buster. If you wasn't in it like that, you should have just said, hey, I'm not in it like that, and back down, and you would have saved a life. All right, I'm gonna pull up right here, right? This right here used to be a cyber cafe, right? I'm gonna do a story on this later on, but this used to be a cyber cafe, and I think it caught on fire like last week or the other week. I guess the seafood restaurant. No, it caught on fire last week, and then they put up that gate within the same day when it caught fire. They burned this whole facility down. But it used to be a cyber cafe. I think this is the one that somebody got stabbed and killed at. Right? I'm gonna do a story on that later on. So that's my 2 cents, man. The world's changing, keeps changing, nothing stays the same. What you might think is cool at the moment, be into, the next thing you know, people get caught up and they just change their whole persona or their whole outlook in life. I'm saying if you're the type of person that's gonna do that, don't even get involved with it. Get up, stop doing it. If somebody can't nobody force you to stay in no gang or no hood. You don't want to be from it, man, and you don't want to deal with them. Just get up and move. You ain't gotta live in the same area. Just get up and move. Once you move and you cut ties with them, what they gonna do? Look for you? They ain't gonna look for you, man. You know what I mean? People just get up and move. Gangs are not like that. Maybe back then it's just, people might put that in your mindset. That's how it is, but that's how you get away from it. Just stop doing it. Get up and move. And sometimes you just still live in the same area, just don't hang around the same people. A lot of times too, because I saw some hoods, man, that was real strong. They fell apart just by people snitching. And it's some also too. I saw you know, if you put it down for somewhere that you from and you don't want to rep it no more, a lot of dudes that put it down, that was down, you know, they just stop repping it. Ain't nobody gonna mess with them. Because even though you stop repping, it doesn't mean that you still not down. See, I'm not hard. You know, I used to try to be hard and stuff. But one thing I remain is down. I'm talking about I remain down to do something to you or do something if, you know what I'm saying, if it called, I'm down to do something if it's needed to be done. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. If something need to be done within my life or what I believe in or what I don't accept, and you know, something need to be done about it, I'm always down to do something about it. That's one thing about me. See, I don't like sitting here and trying to be hard. And, you know, hard people are not funny. You can't be funny around hard people, too. They just too busy trying to look hard. And I can tell you one thing, a lot of hard people are not down. You ever got in the mix with a hard person present? You know what happens? They just, while y'all getting down, they just still just standing there looking hard. You know, that's why I'm like, man, forget being hard. You know, it's all about being down. That's what it is, you know. It's all about being down, not hard. Well, I just wanted to share that with you, put out that content. And then next thing I'm gonna put out is I'm working on that Home of the Brave project. And I'm gonna put out another thing, another story about my first TRG function. Right? See, a lot of people, they don't like Tiny Rascals. But before I was born, you know, my family and then my brother, resting in peace, you know, you know, my older siblings, they was playing with the people, with the kids that later joined and later started. My brother, rest in peace, he was playing with the kids that later started TRG, you know what I'm saying, or TR at first. You know, he was playing with them. That was his friends at first because my parents stayed on Minnie Street. You know what I'm saying? It goes to show you something. Something about Minnie Street, real G's come out of there. Because at that time, it was blacks, whites, Mexicans, Cambodians, Laotian, Vietnamese, just the whole nine. Everybody was over there, you know. A lot of refugees, too. You know, Samoans, too. I think I said Samoans. But they was all over there. But later on, if my parents would have stayed there, you know, what became TRG probably, you know, would have became something else. Or if my brother was with it, you know, just imagine that influence. It would have been way stronger than what it is today. It's strong right now, but imagine, because, I don't know, let me just stop, man, because I know if my brother didn't get murdered, and he would have kept at it, what he was doing, he was already influencing people. But you know how many people we was around that hood would have influenced? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people. We was around a lot of kids, you know, that looked up to him, but we was still kids. You gotta remember. And he didn't tell us where he was from. But as soon as we would have found out, and we would have got older, all them kids we was around, and my parents kept moving, and we kept running into groups, a lot of groups of kids. You feel me? From Asians, the Samoans, the Hispanics, whites, you know what I'm saying, blacks. So you right there, you know what I'm saying, that influence. And then my brother didn't keep it just Orange County. He was going to Compton too, on tour. Going to Compton Fashion Center. You know what I'm saying? He also, I remember he got invited to a party with Yo-Yo that he didn't want to go to. You know, Yo-Yo came and gave him an invitation to one of her parties. That's when Yo-Yo was like the thing. You know, he didn't want to go because he knew, you know, it would be a bunch of bloods up there. So him and his homies didn't go. But, you know, I tells you right there, man, that grab was real, that reach was real far. So if he would have stayed around, you know. But there we have it. Stay tuned. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. A lot of people don't like TRG. I like TRG because they put it down for the Asians. You know, at the end of the day, it really don't matter what hood you from with me, because at the end of the day, man, we all Southeast Asians. You know, Southeast Asians. We all Orientals, and together we a family. You know what I'm saying? Oriental family. You feel me? So today, times has changed. I can see, you know, probably history going to repeat itself, but we'll see. But, you know, other than that, man, if they down, they your people. They're Asian, ain't that many Asian gangsters around. Maybe you should just look at the individual and not the past. And that's how we gonna keep it. We all Oriental family. Remember that. I'm H&G TV. I'm out. Be on the lookout for that TRG function video.